everyone, I'm Keisha Charmaine and I'm back, and today I want to talk to you about positive thinking and happiness being a choice. So I want to let you know what I personally do, how I'm able to keep a positive mindset when I'm not, feeling too great, when I'm not at my best, when I've had better days, or when I've had experiences in the past that I just can't forget, things that, I guess, traumatic experiences that, you have difficulties moving on from. I'm gonna give you some ideas on how to, get through that and what I do. But I'm gonna start off with the whole happiness is a choice thing people like to say a lot. Happiness is a choice, and it is true. It is a choice because that's just a part of life. We're always going to have things that are going to set us back, things that are going to throw us off our course, but it's going to be up to us to figure out how we're going to deal with the obstacles that are thrown at us. Are we going to sulk, or are we going to hop over the obstacles and keep on pushing towards our destination? It's up to us to decide. There are going to be things that are going to break us down, tear us apart, and it's up to us to pull something from deep inside of us, pull it out, and I guess that something is strength and faith. With strength and faith and optimism, you'll be able to look at the bright side of things and be grateful for what you are blessed with. It's ultimately a decision that you have to make to be happy, and it's work. It's not gonna be easy, not all the time at least. Now, when it comes to staying positive when you having negative thoughts, what I find that works best for me personally is to think the negative thoughts. You have to think them. People often say, stop thinking negative, stop thinking negative. But if those are your natural thoughts, you can't just not think them. You have to think them, and you have to think them through. Now, what I like to do is I like to dissect these negative thoughts. I like to really explore what is causing me to think negatively at the moment. Where is this coming from? And when I get down to the root cause, I'm able to really analyze that and work on that. And once I work on that, then naturally the negative thoughts that I was having are going to, they're going to pop up less and less. So when you have a negative thought, don't try to just, forget about it and, distract yourself with something else, because it's always going to be there. It's going to keep coming back and it's going to haunt you. So think the thought and think it all the way through. Think it until you come to a positive ending. Think it until you come to a positive destination. Let me give you an example. A common issue is body image. I have a mirror right here. So if I'm looking to the side, it's because I'm looking at myself. And oftentimes a negative thought that we have is, about how we look physically. So a negative thought that may come up for me personally is, Keisha, you're so skinny. You've been skinny your whole life. You still look like a child. I wish you had more meat on your bones. I wish you had more curves. Thoughts like that, would really bring me down, especially if I'm seeing somebody else whose body type I admire more than my own. So instead of just neglecting the thought and thinking about something else, I keep thinking through that thought. Keisha, why are you feeling that way about your body? You know, most of the time we don't have negative views on ourselves until somebody else puts them on you. You know what I mean? So, maybe in elementary school, people made fun of you. Definitely people in elementary school made fun of you a little bit. I mean, I was always a pretty popular kid, so I didn't really get, you know, the worst of the teasing, but nobody's exempt. Nobody's exempt from teasing as a child. So I would get that, you know, people make fun of me. People called me anorexic before I even knew what that meant. I'm like, what? That's an intelligent insult? Like elementary school kids? How do you know what that? How do you know what that is? How did they know what that is? I had to go home and look it up, and I'm like, wow. That's what you said I got? Wow, okay. But yeah, that's not, so really that's not a feeling that you've had for yourself naturally. That's something that someone else put into you. There's nothing wrong with the way you look. We all look different, you know? There's a ton of people who look just like me, and there's a ton of people who look different, and that's perfectly fine. That's natural. That's expected. And yeah, you look cute in this little top you got on from Fashion Nova. It's cute. And I may not look like what I have come to admire, but I still look good. I'm cute. I have a nice body. And so you see what I'm doing here, right? I'm not throwing away the thought, because when you throw away the thought, it's gonna keep coming back. It's gonna keep coming back. So it's effort, it's work, but that's what it takes. That's what it takes to get rid of negative thoughts. You have to keep thinking them until you think them through. So that's my advice for you. Don't give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself. Think your thoughts all the way through. Find the root cause of the thought. Dissect it, dissect it, dissect it, and reconstruct your way of thinking. And I hope that you choose happiness. Thanks for watching. Love, light, and locks. Hey everyone, I'm Keisha Charmaine, and I'm back. And today I'm here to review Love and Shay's Lock Butter. This butter, I love the texture.